Cracking the Past, Unraveling Historical Context in English Storytelling and Jokes. Hello there, English learners. Today we're delving into the fascinating world of historical context. This is a key element in understanding English stories and jokes. Historical context refers to the social, cultural, and political conditions that existed during a certain time in history, and it often influences the content and meaning of stories and jokes. Let's unpack this together. Historical context is the backdrop of history that surrounds a given event, story, or joke. It's the when and where, but also the why something is happening. Understanding historical context can help us grasp the deeper meaning or nuances that might otherwise go unnoticed. Imagine you're reading a story about a woman defying societal norms to vote in the early 20th century. Without understanding the historical context, that women couldn't vote at this time, the story's full impact might be lost on you. Stories and jokes often draw from their time periods for content, references, and humor. For example, a joke about dial-up internet might not be funny today, but it was hilarious during the 1990s when people had to endure the slow, noisy process to connect to the internet. Historical context also impacts character actions and societal norms in stories. For example, characters in a story set in Victorian England would behave very differently compared to characters in a story set in modern-day New York. Unraveling historical context involves a bit of research and curiosity. When you encounter a story or joke that seems to rely on historical knowledge, take a moment to 1. Identify the time period. When is the story or joke set, or when was it created? 2. Research the era. Look for key social, cultural, and political events or norms from that time period. 3. Apply your findings. Reflect on how this historical context might influence the story or joke. Remember, the goal isn't to become a history expert but to get a general understanding of the era that can help you appreciate the content more fully. And that's a wrap on historical context. Keep in mind that understanding this aspect can deeply enhance your appreciation of English stories and jokes. The next time you encounter a piece of content that seems steeped in history, don't hesitate to dig a little deeper. Happy learning, and until next time, keep exploring the richness of English through its many contexts.